An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce in your step. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So here's Portland's starting group. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Robert Williams out there with Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Cody Martin is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Richards in at the center position. And with things just getting started in this new season, Brent, what are you looking forward to the most moving ahead?
Yeah, B.A., I think about last year's teams and the magic that they had to push themselves into playoff positioning. Do they still have it? But one of the more exciting things in terms of the storyline is which teams are showing some early chemistry that could threaten some of those teams from last year. That is something that we always gravitate towards. The fresh blood, the new team, the one that's going to be the underdog throughout the course of the year, and how far can they push it.
Now here's Henderson. Here's Avdia. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
And a nice-looking stroke from the mid-range. Avdia just taking what the defense is allowing.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
From deep, Richards pulls it in. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
I asked which end of the floor Robert Williams was scarier on, and coach said, I'm definitely afraid of him as a defender. I told my guys to be very careful when going up against him. Stick with it, try to draw the fouls off him as much as you can. So the plan is to turn Williams' aggressive defense against him if possible, BA.
And Allie, thanks.
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now here's Booker. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Here's Henderson. Durant pulls it in. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The baseline, Jay. Got it.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Durant against Avdia. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Portland shooting their first free throw of the night. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Dunn, he's checked in for Martin. And also a switch here for Portland. Simon's checked in. They get it back. Dunn's shot is good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
And sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Henderson outside. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. That sends Kevin Durant to the free throw line. It goes on Denny Avdia. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Suns making a switch here. Allen's checked in. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Fifth is Kevin Durant.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and it's Simons missing. Here's Phoenix. They're on a 9-1 run. A nice shot by Richards.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Simons outside. Williams a screen on Allen. There's Simons with a three. Gets the three to fall.
Well, Simons loves to take threes. He's dependable from there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both. Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
Here's Simons. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Pass to Grant. Fires the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
And he gets that one.
They're really working the paint now.
Blazers trail by 7. Simons outside. Grant with a screen on Booker. Drills it from deep. Simons has got 8 points.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simons' strengths, his efficiency from range.
Nice shot by Durant.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Now Portland with it. There's Simons with a three. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Big-time slam from Booker, showing off his athleticism.
Simons outside. Again, Simons missing. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead, up by 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Delano Banton. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Here's Kamare. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Simons has got 12.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number the way he's got it going.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Just 21 wins for Portland last year, Brent. Their lowest total since the 71-72 season.
Yeah, BA, and if history serves me right, that was just their second year in the NBA. I do like the youth movement. This team has to rebuild in the Rose City. They've got some interesting pieces, but this one's going to take some time.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Martin, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Rupert, he's checked in for Banton. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Phoenix making a switch here. Booker's checked in. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. 5th best, the Suns.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And then Beal with the dunk.
Bradley Beal still got a little bit of the ups.
Thibault against Beal. Simons outside. Ayton with a screen. From downtown. And Anthony Simons with a 3. Simons has got 15.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Here's Beal. That one goes in. And the Suns lead by 11.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Thibault passes to Simons. And here's Grant from the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Suns have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. Coming off a Suns make. Picked his pocket. Outside Booker. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. From 7 feet away, Plumlee finds Martin, the 15-footer. The shot no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Grant.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Phoenix making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Dunn in for Beal. The Suns lead by 11. Martin outside. Over Sharp. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Off the outside. A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Plumlee pulls down the board.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Offensive rebound. Henderson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Suns. They're on a 16-7 run. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Henderson, the pass to Williams. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely. Williams really does play more like a traditional center out there.
And Williams drops them both. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Dunn. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 7 assists in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now here's Sharp. 11 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. And the Suns pushing it up now. The shot by Dunn, no good. Pass to Kamari. The 3 is up. The putback. Here's Williams. And so it's Phoenix looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Phoenix Suns.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So it's Portland now. 17-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Cody Martin, and it's Richards in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, the potential of Shaedon Sharpe is so very evident. I mean, this guy, given some more development and time to flourish, he will be an offensive force in this league for a long time.
Yep, that one goes.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid. One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Here's Richards. Portland making their last shot. Booker, good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Henderson. Outside Sharpe. Booker against Henderson. Williams, a screen on Booker. Shoots from the baseline. Pass to Kamari. Second shot opportunity. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And here's what Phoenix's schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during the young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Beal outside. Martin, the pass to Richards. Good. Richards has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Kamari. He's scoreless. Off the outside. Down low. Kamari, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And yep, it's good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the shot's good. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And one reason Booker is such a great scorer, he can create easy opportunities with his defense.
Pass to Sharpe. Now here's Henderson. Afdia from outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Done. He's checked in for Martin. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. The Suns in 5th.
Everything clicked for them last year, especially on the perimeter, and they shot a very high percentage. A lot of that due to their offensive schemes.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining.
And so they foul intentionally.
Suns foul. Devin Booker. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Will it go? Portland, no good that time either.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Now here's Grant. Still no points.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
All right, Brent, we hear the phrase 3 and D. Jeremy Grant is a perfect example of that, though.
Well, Grant's done a good job of trying to find some more confidence in shooting from the arc. He shot over 40% from 3 in one season. Defensively, he's versatile, he's long. I'd like him to play a little bit more physical, but if that comes along, he's the kind of guy you want to suit up with.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, Sharp has such a bright future in this league, especially as a scorer.
Murray's checked in for Portland. The Suns on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. A deep three. Kept alive. Here's Richards. And he drops it in from the low post. Richards has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Sharp's got 6.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Thibault, he's checked in for Portland. Rupert comes in for Sharp. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Pass to Aiden.
I got yours.
Here's Rupert, hounded by Beal. Aiden, Bradley Beal puts it in. Phoenix leading by 23. Here's Durant. Comes up empty down low. Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's Simons. Lets it fly. Connects. The jumper drops. 17 points in the game.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And so it's Phoenix. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Rupert in at the 2-guard spot. So it's Portland now after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. And here's Grant from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Plumlee passes to Booker. Shoots over Grant. Booker no good.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's foul number 2 for him. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers. We'll with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor, teams are getting smarter and smarter.
Here's Simons after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to Ayton. From down in the low post, it goes.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Some changes for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for O'Neal, and it's Beal in for Dunn. Booker surveying the D. That's good, and so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Avdia against Durant. Beyond the arc. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 7 tonight. Martin finds Durant. Can't cash it in from close range. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Avdia. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I like the way Avdia is competing right now, always looking to make a play.
Here's Richards. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
A defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Now here's Sharp. Henderson outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
And Williams punches it home.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
A line change here for Portland. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. And it's Thibault missing. The Suns lead by 22. To the inside. Beal's shot is good.
For such a polished scorer, Bradley Beal getting to the interior.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Martin against Simons. Here's Thibault. Misses the 3. And for the Suns, they're shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Now here's Simons to end the run. Knocks it down from distance.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Richard's shot is off. Now Simons. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.